It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we've got J.K. Dobbins. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week.
It's the Chargers and the Broncos on Sunday night.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things on the paper. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And here we go from LA. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Caught, this is Greg Dulcich. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action with Nix. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throwing the out route complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ertz reels it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running it after the penalty. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Call it about 70 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Nix from the gun. Hits his running back. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal, that start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He's got it on the bootleg. Complete out to the right. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Lier Maffei bringing that play to a halt. 3rd and just 2 to go. Going for the first with Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
4th down punt coming up. So on comes Pat O'Donnell. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Nick Snad a throw. Dump off caught by his back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
He completes it in traffic. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. He's on the move. He's running for it. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Jordan Stout's headed out to punt it away on 4th. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Completes this one to Gray. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 2nd and 3 now. Herbert from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. He's on the move. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. So no return on that punt. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Able to find Ertz. And that's good for a gain of 5. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Nix off the play action. It is Cup, left side. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Nix. Dulcich hauls it in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. Jordan Stout on now to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. He has it at the 13. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Chargers take possession. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Complete out to the right side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They'll say he got 5 there, but Bronco, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. They're set up at the 35 now. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Herbert now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. Man, it'll be their football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Flush down out to his left. He takes it himself. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a pickup of 26. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 3rd down.
Even with the assist from that defense, still 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Herbert back to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Now Herbert to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So out now comes the punter. It'll be Pat O'Donnell doing the honors. Short drop, and he gets a kick away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Nix with it on 1st. Pass complete, 2-2 Atwell. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. And the Chargers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That play good enough for a first. They got 24 yards on the play, and that'll be good for a Denver first. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. And it's the Broncos with a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
The throw is caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They'll run for this. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Another carry for him. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Back to the well again. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. No pickup on the run, and now it's 4th and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Throwing it just before halftime. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.